Hi guys, welcome or welcome back. My name is Rees Rose and I'm here to bring a message to whomever this resonates with. It's Friday. Some of y'all just got paid. It's Friday night. Let's go ahead and dive into the money deck, okay? Let's see what y'all finances is looking like in lieu of it being Friday. Happy payday if anybody actually did get paid today. Let's go ahead and tap into the financial deck, okay? What messages do y'all need to hear from this deck at this time? Parenthood, Ashe. Healing your inner child will help you make money. Some of y'all really need to tap into your inner child, okay? I've been finding I've just been coming across that energy a lot. I'm not even going to get into the details because it's not even that serious. I was going to explain a recent video that I came across, but we could go ahead and keep going. Because what she was saying, I'm about to explain it anyway. What she was saying was like how she was so obsessed with like fairies and unicorns when she was a little kid, and then society has like brainwashed her to forget about that, and how like, you know, stuff like that doesn't necessarily matter because we have to go into the real world, and the real world is serious and all this stuff. And then actually she makes jewelry and like shoes, different fashion, but like with like this like fairy cottagecore kind of theme type shit. So she was like, well, she kind of has to dress like a fairy a little bit to promote herself. But she was like, yo, it's so funny how all I did was just tap back into my childhood and bring out exactly who I am. And then boom, I'm living my purpose. You don't have to listen to society. Actually, don't. Don't. Not even you don't have to. Don't. Because it's all designed to reprogram to get you to do what they want you to do. They want you to work for their business. Like, no, actually tap into your inner child and bring out the you who is the most authentic self, and let that person thrive. Let that little kid, let that being right there thrive. That'll drive you to your purpose. That'll drive you to your purpose every freaking time. I hope a lot of you guys are tapping into that. Odd jobs. Yes. Look at that. I was just talking about that. How that is such a specific thing to do as far as calling. Like, she really feels as if her calling is this, and I agree, like, but I'm saying like can't nothing manipulate her into thinking that this ain't it, because she's like, hell no, this is actually working. I'm actually thriving. And not only that, I am comfortable with my life. I am waking up happy. I have total freedom. I am in control. And when you do stuff like that, even though you have total freedom and you're in control, you're not going to want to sit on your ass and absolutely do nothing. You're going to want to tap into that because your inner child is thriving. It's having a fucking ball. Okay, so your inner kid gets to play. When you woke up as a child, you didn't want to just sit down in the house all day. Your ass wanted to go outside and play, right? Imagine if you got paid to go outside and play. Your inner child is thriving like that. So with parenthood and odd jobs, if you don't know what it is yet, try to take a step back from the chaos, the distractions and all that stuff, and meditate. Ask source, like, yo, and even if you're not asking source, but like meditate, get yourself away from all the distractions and bring yourself back to self. I think that's why, is that this reading that I got this week? Yes. The weekly reading that I did this week was about how some of you guys were tapping into something that y'all loved as a child, and that's going to resurface again, and you're going to be able to resurrect that dream, hope, whatever, and make some money off of it. Okay, that's kind of tying into this. If you guys haven't done that yet, then this energy is probably reminding you to do that. Go into your inner child and figure out what it is that's driving you. Do not figure out the how. Don't worry about that. Like, yo, God, I'm a fairy. How the hell am I going to make money off of living like a fairy? Don't worry about the how. Just tap into who you are, and it'll open up for you. It'll open up for you. I'm pretty sure that's what happened to her. She was just like, you know what? I love clothes, and I'm a freaking fairy, and you know what? I'm going to just wear what I want. Went outside. Everybody was like, yo, what the hell is that? Let me give you a little something for, oh, word, you want to pay me for this? All right. And then she did it. And then word of mouth spread. Now more people want it, and then boom, before you know it, she's making a living off of being a freaking fairy. That's how it works, okay? You don't always have to have the how. The how is not up to us. As long as you're just putting yourself in a position, God's going to open up doors for you, okay? So who gives a fuck if it's an odd job? Tap into whatever your inner child is screaming at you to do, and do it. And do it. Y'all want to know something? When I was younger, right, and I'm only 2 cards in, where we at, 4 minutes? Damn. When I was younger, I was a little girl, and for Halloween, I will always be a witch. I don't know why, but I was for like a good 4 or 5 years in a row. I was just a witch every year. And I got obsessed with like Disney, because you know Disney movies, they do a lot of like the mystical stuff, and you know they think they sell it as make believe, but that shit real, yo. That shit real. But anyway, I used to always ask my mom to buy witch costumes, and then I used to always be obsessed with like how they make potions in movies, and like how they're mixing shit in cauldrons, and I'm like, yo, what is that magical stuff? And then all of a sudden I came up as an adult, and I'm like, yo, wait, hold up. What's that spell? What's that ritual? And then it's not even that I'm glorifying it, romanticizing it, or you know, like I don't even know the word I want to use, but because it's so much more of a sacred practice than to just be enamored and want to try it. But really, like, I was drawn to it for so long, since I was a little girl, and then all of a sudden I became an adult, and I honestly just tapped back into who I truly am, and that just resurrected. All right, so who gives a freak if it's an odd job? If you don't know how you're going to make some type of living off of it, it's gonna come. Okay, it's gonna come. Source gonna make sure of it. The Rebel, Odd Jobs and The Rebel, baby. Do I even need to elaborate on it? Y'all just heard my testimony. And I'm definitely doing something. With the hopes and dreams that I was having as a little girl. It's not just reading tarot, baby. Y'all just be on the lookout, okay? Y'all be on the lookout. I wanted to be a witch for a reason for 4 or 5 years. I don't know. There's something about it. But anyway, The Rebel, it's not for anybody to understand. It may not even be for you to understand. There was a point in time where I had to question myself. Like, Rees, we have so many skills, talents. Why would you choose the most taboo? The most taboo. People used to burn people like you. Like, you gonna choose this right now? And yeah, honestly, because this is what I've been pulled towards. Like, I can't explain it. So it doesn't have to make sense to anybody. It doesn't have to make sense to not even you. Just do it, yo. Just do it. Angelic help. You're going to have all the help that you need. The angels are going to make sure that this is a smooth process for you. And even if you have to fight and claw a little bit, it's just going to be challenge after challenge that you win. That you're victorious over. You're going to win. You're going to see it through. All right? Even if there are a couple of challenges along the way, you're going to see it through. You're going to make it happen. Not saying that any of you guys are going to be conjuring like me. But hell, y'all just might be. Whatever it is, this is something other than what you normally see, the mundane, the normal job, the 9 to 5. It may even be a 9 to 5. It doesn't have to be different from a 9 to 5, but whatever it is, it's a little odd. Okay, with this odd and rebel, it's a little unconventional as people may view it. But to you, shit, it may just be so natural, so second nature. Like, you have to do it. It's just your inner child is screaming for you to do this, okay? And if you don't do it, then your inner child is going to keep screaming at you. You want to do that for the rest of your life? Just do something that you're not even supposed to be aligned with, and you got this thing in your ear yelling at you like a mosquito because you're supposed to be doing something else. That's annoying. That is annoying. Laborer, yeah. So you might have some challenges. You might have to put in the work. I didn't say it was going to be cake. What I did say, I did. I said it's going to be a smooth process. It might be. It might not be. But even if it's not a smooth process, you're still going to succeed. Like Moana. Remember when she was in the ocean and she was like, ocean, a little help here? And the ocean fucked her up a little bit. But boom, after it was done, she was on the island that she was asking to be at. Like, yo, send me to Maui. The ocean was like, I bet. And like washed her ass, but washed her exactly to where she was supposed to be. So yeah, it was a challenge, but her angels made sure that they carried her to her destination. So same thing like you, all right? Maybe a couple of challenges or whatever, especially as soon as you ask for angelic assistance, depending on how misaligned you are, because she was out of the way, okay? For her to get there a little fast, maybe the ocean had to put her through a storm so they could wash her ass through the current and she would get there a little faster. Whatever it is, The minute you ask, it may require some laboring, but that's okay because you're more than equipped. You're ready. All right. You're unlocking some ish, okay? Setbacks. I feel like setbacks came here because like the example that I gave before about the girl who was a fairy. She's a woman. About the woman who was a fairy. She was a fairy. Sorry. I actually can't stand that song no more. There was some type of setback along the way. So as you were a kid, yeah, you would used to dream super big. Maybe you tapped into it heavy and you really thought you were going to do this, but along the way, it either didn't work out for you. Somebody steered you on a different path. You told yourself to be more realistic or whatever. That was a setback, okay? And it locked shit for you. So that trauma, that mindset, whatever, it locked shit. But you tapping back into this, just believe in yourself. Just believe in that little kid who has so much to dream about. And like the world is your oyster. You're an adult now. You can make it happen. Like you here, baby. There are no limits. Make it happen, okay? When you do that, that's you unlocking this this potential again. It was locked away for a while because of the setbacks that you've endured, because of the life that you've lived. Something about society has molded your mindset into like some type of cemented thought pattern, and it was like very colorless, very gray, it wasn't flexible at all. So you were just very stiff, very rigid, like, okay, I have to do this, very robotic, you know. But now you don't have to do that. Breathe. Know that you can do whatever the fuck you want, all right? Period. Let's go ahead and get something from this. I'm not even going to go into the tarot. Let's just get a card from this deck and we can close out. Where we at? 12? Yes, ma'am. Card from this deck and we are out of here. Okay, what's up? Support. Seek support. You don't have to bear everything alone. So you may feel like you're a rebel, like, damn, I am just, ain't nobody gonna mess with me. I'm unorthodox AF. Baby, you never know who your support team will be unless you put yourself out there, okay? I already told you guys you have angelic support. The angelic help is here. You may feel like you alone, and then you gotta do this alone, especially because how much of a taboo thing this is. But baby, put yourself out there. Just do it. Once you do it, the support will come, okay? The support will come. You will have your supporters. You just have to do it. People don't know what to support if you don't have a product. You don't have anything out there yet. So just do it and the support will come. It's not like you're going to be doing it in vain. It's not like you're going to be a weirdo. No one's going to think you're weird. No one's going to think you're immature. No one's going to think you're different. Your support system will come. You just have to do it. You never know who's interested in the same things that you are. There's a community for everything. So put yourself out there and just do it, okay? Love y'all. Bye.